All right, Chad, let's check out one of your runs from Saturday. Here we go. We were talking a lot about really trying to get some, more independent upper and lower body, a little more separation, really trying to have it all happen from the waist down, be a little more square down the hill in slalom. And let's see how we did. Rolling up there pretty nice, but you can probably see right there what we're talking about, a little more kind of a lean in, drop in the inside hand tad. We really need to kind of raise that inside hand would help out a lot. Um, Trying to get a little more level. You did roll that inside knee up kind of nice. The hand placement's quite good. We like that. They're out in front. But you can kind of see now this is our second kind of a right footer where kind of, more like a bicycle lean to get the skis up on edge. We'd like to see a little more. And right there, inside hand drops, kind of a lean. And that seems to be how you kind of start to get those skis up on edge. We talked about, we definitely want to see it happen from the ground up, meaning rolling the ankles and the knees first and then tossing a little hip. A little inconsistent width there, but, you usually are pretty consistent, so I don't think that's something to really focus on. It's more that right there where we're kind of, leaning to get the skis up on edge. Um, and we want to really have that level shoulder. A little more disconnect. I mean, it's all kind of one. Your body is in one here. The other thing in slalom we talked about, we really want to see, um, I don't know if we see this, too often, but clearly a little inside steering there of the skis, and not being that patient and just sort of twisting the inside ski, giving it a nice little scissor. Um, I don't think it's a major problem with you, but something to be aware of. Um, I like to see, because I think you kind of lean in and don't roll them up first with the ankles. Sometimes you don't get that nice platform. You see a big spray there. I'd like to see you roll them up first, establish the platform, high edge angle to push against. You ever get a little spray going there? Heels sort of pushing out, skidding out a tad. Top of the turn right there, I'd like to see a little more, have rolled in the ankles and knees, creating a platform at the top of the turn to push on, getting the early pressure. A lot of your pressure is down below. You come through and the pressure is there. I'd rather see it up here. At this point of the turn, that ski looks, right there, not a whole lot of bend to it. I'd like to see some, reverse camber and have, if I can uh, draw it, which I guess I can't, a little more bend. There we go. A little more bend in the ski right there. And because it wasn't a good platform to push against, you could see all that going on there. Whoosh. So a little more establishing a high edge angle top of the turn with the ankles and knees. Um, Another thing we talked about is slalom, being more square down the hill. You clearly you're following the skis, you're square to the skis, almost like GS. GS are going to be that way, but you are always kind of square to the direction of travel and not down the hill as much. I mean, here you are, you're going this way, skis, upper body, where we'd like to see the upper body, kind of going that way and having the lower body act as sort of a pendulum under us, where you're always really following square to the skis, square hip, mini GS turns, as opposed to having it happen all below in slalom. Good looking turns. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some nice tracks there. But a couple things would really, help you, I think. Being more square down the hill in slalom, not always facing, here we are again, you're facing that way with the skis. We want you to face, straight down the hill, or we want your focus should be, because we're trying to take it down the hill. We're trying to take it down, let the skis work back and forth underneath us, and if we're in a slalom course, taking it down the corridor, and not really skiing round and round and round the gates, right? So, to review, I mean, I think, trying to edge the skis, thinking from the ground up, rolling them up from the ankles and knees, and really trying to get that disconnect and separation, upper and lower body, facing more down the hill. I mean, you got some nice angles there, don't get me wrong. Parallel shafts and shins, really rolling up that inside ski nicely. I mean, that's a sweet looking turn. If we were focused our orientation a little bit more down the hill, it would be all that better. There's that little, and I don't know if it was a soft snow, but there's that little impatient, I'm going to twist the inside ski, move to the inside ski, put weight on the inside ski. I want to get that turn down. You correct it, but we want to try to avoid that. On the flats, much better. A little less lean. I mean, now using more knee. Once we get off that onto the flat, you felt more comfortable, with the knee, but we still see, some of the, kind of lean there, right? I mean, that's pretty good lean. We have to focus on leveling the shoulders and, don't leave that line. Kind of leveling the shoulders and not so much inclination at the top of the turn. That's GS. GS, we're going to inclinate, lean in, not lean in, but have inclination top of the turn, then level out. Slalom, we don't really have the time for all that. But there's a lot of good stuff going on, too. We just got to get rid of that right there. Do I need to draw the line? I don't know. I'll draw it anyway. But, that will come back to haunt you, in a steep, icy slalom course, right? But, I mentioned what you need to work on, and we're going to work on it, and we're going to get it done.